Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Everyday English Learning, the place for real English without the classroom stress.
Hey there, I'm Jake.
And I'm Lily. Today, we are unpacking those tiny words that cause massive headaches.
Oh, you mean the verbs that look completely harmless until you actually have to speak?
Exactly. The common action words that seem determined to trick us.
Yeah, like when I was talking to my project manager last week.
What happened in the conversation?
I meant to say, can you remind me to send that file?
Okay, that sounds like a normal workplace request.
But my brain froze. I actually said, can you remember me to send that file?
Oof, I definitely know that sinking feeling.
He understood what I meant, but I just felt so foolish for making a basic mistake.
You are not alone. Those words are so similar, our minds just grab the first one.
And then you spend the next 20 minutes replaying that one tiny error in your head.
You do not need to catch every single word today. Just follow the main feeling as we talk.
We are going to look closely at a few of these tricky word pairs.
Soon, you will know exactly which verb to choose when you feel pressured at work.
That sounds like a huge relief for my daily meetings.
We are going to start with the two communication verbs that confuse almost everyone.
I am definitely ready to fix this.
Let's talk about why your brain grabbed the wrong word in that meeting.
Please tell me it is just because I hadn't finished my coffee yet.
Well, coffee helps, but it is actually about how our brains store vocabulary.
What do you mean?
Words like remember and remind are stored right next to each other in your memory.
Because they sound so similar?
That is part of it. But they also deal with the exact same topic, which is memory.
And in many languages, they are literally the exact same word.
Yes. So when you feel stressed at work, your brain just panics.
I definitely feel the pressure when my manager is waiting for an answer.
It is like reaching into a dark drawer for a specific tool.
And I just pull out the very first tool my hand touches.
Right. And you end up trying to hammer a nail with a screwdriver.
Which explains why my manager looked so confused.
So, how do we organize that drawer in your mind?
I need a clean way to separate them.
We do it by looking at where the action actually happens.
Okay, let's start with remember.
When you remember something, the action stays completely inside your own head.
Like when I suddenly remember to buy milk on the drive home.
Yes. Nobody else is involved. It is just your brain holding a fact.
I am the only one doing the work.
Exactly. So what changes when you use the word remind?
I guess another person has to be involved.
Yes. When you remind someone, you are passing the memory to another person.
Ah, I am putting the thought directly into their head.
You are the trigger for their memory.
That is why saying, remember me to send the file, sounded so weird.
Right. You were asking your manager to do the action inside your head.
Which is physically impossible.
And it breaks the natural flow of the conversation.
So I should just say, remind me to send the file.
You can, but we need to be careful with tone there.
Why? Is remind impolite?
Not at all. But giving a direct command to a manager can sound a little firm.
Ah, because I am telling him what to do.
Exactly. With a manager, you usually want to soften it.
How do I do that without overthinking it?
You could just ask, could you remind me to send that file?
Oh, adding could you makes it a request, not an order.
Right. The bad instinct we all have is speaking faster when we feel nervous.
I do that a lot to just get the sentence out.
But speaking faster usually makes the wrong verb slip out.
Because I am not pausing to choose the right tool.
Exactly. The calmer alternative is to ask yourself one quick question.
What is the magic question?
Just ask, whose brain needs to do the work right now?
If it is my brain, I use remember.
And if you need their brain to do the work, use remind.
That simple pause takes the panic away.
This same pause trick works for other tricky pairs, like borrow and lend.
Oh no, those two are an absolute nightmare for me.
They cause friction because money or objects are usually involved.
I always mix them up when I talk to my neighbors.
We are going to practice both of these pairs in real situations very soon.
Good! Because asking for things is stressful enough without mixing up the verbs.
It happens to everyone. By the way, if you enjoy this calm way of practicing, subscribing helps us keep making these episodes.
We love having you sit at the table with us every week.
It really does make a difference.
Okay, so I have the mental rule for these words now.
Yes, the theory is clear.
But theory is very different from actually speaking in the moment.
Which is why we need to put you in a few real-life situations next.
I am ready to try this without freezing up completely.
Let's put you in the office first to practice this.
Okay, I am sitting at my desk right now.
Your phone battery is at 2%.
That is a genuine emergency for me.
You see your coworker has a charger on their desk.
Right, and I really need to use it.
How do you ask for it without sounding rude?
I would probably say, "Can you borrow me your charger?"
And that is exactly where the confusion starts for many people.
Because it is the wrong word again?
It is the right action, but the wrong direction.
What do you mean by direction?
Think of the word borrow as pulling something toward yourself.
So I am the one bringing the object to me.
Exactly. So the subject of the sentence has to be you.
Ah, so I should start the sentence with I.
Yes. Try asking for the charger again.
Can I borrow your charger?
That sounds perfectly natural and correct.
Because I am the person doing the pulling.
Exactly. Try adding a small time limit to make it even softer.
Like telling them when I will return it?
Yes. It makes the other person feel safe about their property.
Could I borrow your charger just for an hour?
That sounds clear, professional, and very polite.
Okay, so what about the word lend?
If borrow is pulling toward you, lend is pushing away.
So, lend is when you give something to someone else.
Exactly. You are pushing the object out to them.
Which means the other person is doing the action.
Right. Let's try it with a brand new scene.
I am ready.
You are talking to your neighbor over the backyard fence.
Okay, and I need a tool for a weekend project.
Yes, you need a power drill to fix a shelf.
I actually do need a drill right now at home.
Perfect. How do you ask him? Using the word lend.
Let me think about the direction for a second.
Take your time.
I need him to push the drill toward me.
Exactly. He is the one doing the pushing.
So I would ask, "Can you lend me your drill?"
That is correct.
Wait, could I also use borrow for that exact same situation?
Yes, you could absolutely use either word.
How does that work if the words are opposites?
You just change who is starting the sentence.
Ah, I think I see what you mean.
Can I borrow your drill? Or, can you lend me your drill?
They mean the exact same thing in the real world.
Yes. The only difference is which direction you are looking from.
That actually makes it so much easier to remember.
If you start with I, you use borrow.
And if I start with you, I use lend.
Exactly. But with neighbors, can you might feel a little too direct.
Because a power drill is an expensive tool.
Right. We usually want to soften the request slightly.
Should I use could instead of can here?
Yes, could creates a nice polite distance for bigger favors.
Could you lend me your drill for the afternoon?
That is great. Now, let's add a small complication to the scene.
Oh no. What happens next?
Your neighbor says, "Sure. Do you need the drill bits too?"
I might panic and just say yes to everything.
Just give a simple, natural answer to keep the conversation moving.
I would say, no, just the drill is perfect. Thanks.
That works beautifully in real life to recover from the stress.
It feels good to know I have options when I speak.
Let's look at one more quick situation before we change roles.
Okay, where are we going now?
You are at a cafe with a friend, and they forgot their wallet.
Oh, that is the worst feeling in the world.
They need you to pay for their coffee temporarily.
So they need me to give them money.
Yes. How would they ask you, using the word borrow?
They would probably say, "Can I borrow some cash?"
Perfect. And how would they ask using the word lend?
They would say, "Can you lend me some cash?"
Exactly. Both versions work beautifully at a cafe.
But asking for money always feels heavier than asking for a tool.
It really is, which is why tone matters even more here.
How do I make it softer if I am the one forgetting my wallet?
You can add the word just to make the request feel smaller.
Could I just borrow a few dollars for the coffee?
That takes all the pressure out of the question immediately.
I think borrow feels much safer for me overall.
Many people prefer borrow for exactly that reason.
Because starting with I feels less like giving a command.
Exactly. Now, what happens if the situation is totally reversed?
You mean if someone wants to take my stuff?
Yes. Let's say a coworker asks for your favorite pen.
I am very protective of my good writing pens.
So am I. Imagine I am your coworker asking you right now.
Okay, go ahead and ask.
Hey Jake, could I borrow that blue pen for a meeting?
No, you cannot.
Oof, that is very clear, but maybe a little bit too aggressive.
I mean, I really like that pen and want to keep it.
I understand, but we need to preserve the working relationship.
How do I say no without sounding like a jerk?
You can soften the rejection by blaming the situation, not the person.
What does that sound like in a normal office?
You could say, "I actually need it for a project right now."
Oh, so I am not saying no to them directly.
Right. The current situation is doing the rejecting for you.
Let's try that exact same interaction again.
Hey Jake, could I borrow that blue pen for a meeting?
I would love to, but I actually need it for a project right now.
That sounds polite, professional, and comfortably firm.
And I get to keep my pen on my desk.
Exactly. Let's look at one final twist with these words.
I am ready for the challenge.
What if they ask to borrow something you already lent out?
Like if my neighbor asks for my ladder this weekend?
Yes. But your brother currently has it at his house.
I would probably just say, my brother borrowed it.
That is grammatically fine, but there is a more active everyday phrase.
What is the natural way to say it?
You can say, "I actually lent it to my brother."
Oh, because I am the one who pushed it away originally.
Exactly. You performed the action of lending it out.
I actually lent it to my brother.
And you can add yesterday to make the story feel complete.
I actually lent it to my brother yesterday.
That tells your neighbor exactly what happened without starting a long story.
It feels very natural and easy to say in the moment.
It does. And these small choices make your spoken English feel grounded.
It is funny how much the direction of the object matters.
Once you see the direction clearly, you stop guessing the word completely.
I pull with borrow and I push with lend.
That is the perfect mental rule to carry with you.
I wish I had known that simple trick years ago.
But now you have it ready for every conversation moving forward.
I am going to test this out the next time I need a phone charger.
I am sure you will do a great job.
I just hope I do not panic and ask them to remember my charger instead.
I think you are safe from making that old mistake now.
I really think walking through these small moments slowly helps the words stick.
We just looked at two of the most confusing verb pairs in the English language.
Memory verbs and direction verbs.
Exactly. Let's see if you can use them together right now.
Oh, a pop quiz. I am ready.
You want your manager to tell you tomorrow about a tool you want to use.
Okay, so their brain needs to work, and I am pulling the tool toward me.
Yes. How do you form that sentence?
Could you remember me to borrow that tool?
Close. But look at the very first verb again.
Wait. If their brain is doing the work, they are passing the memory to me.
Right. You are not asking them to do the memory action inside their own head.
Ah, they are reminding me.
Exactly. Try the full sentence one more time.
Could you remind me to borrow that tool?
Perfect. That is exactly how a native speaker would form that request.
It still feels a little slow when I have to think about the rules.
That is completely normal. Speed will come naturally with practice.
Sometimes my mouth just trips over all those little words together anyway.
Let's practice the rhythm of that exact phrase using standard spelling.
I definitely need the practice. My words always feel a bit stiff.
The trick is to link the first two words smoothly without a hard pause.
Like saying, could you, as one continuous sound.
Yes, and then emphasize the action word slightly. Could you remind me?
Let me try it. Could you remind me?
That is much better. It sounds very calm and conversational.
It feels easier to say when I group the words together like that.
Great. Now let's move into our meaning moments for today.
This is where we lock in the vocabulary, so I actually use it.
Exactly. We are going to look at 4 phrases from today's situations.
I have my mental notebook ready. What is the first one?
The first phrase is, remind me to.
We use this when we need someone else to trigger our memory.
Yes, it is a very natural way to ask for a quick favor at work.
Like saying, remind me to call the client at noon.
Perfect. You can also use it for yourself when writing a quick note.
Oh, like putting remind me to buy milk in my phone alarm.
Exactly. The action is passing the memory into the future.
I use that structure in my head all day long.
Repeat, remind me to.
Remind me to.
Our second phrase is a slightly different way to talk about memory.
I am intrigued. Is it another tricky verb?
No, it is a phrase. The phrase is, keep in mind.
Is that exactly the same as saying remember?
Yes, but we use it when giving advice or stating a limitation.
Can you give me a real example from an office?
Sure. Keep in mind that the office closes early on Fridays.
So it is like saying, do not forget this important detail.
Exactly. It sounds very professional and helpful when warning someone.
I could say, keep in mind that the file is very large.
That works beautifully. It feels softer than a direct warning.
I am definitely adding that to my email vocabulary.
Repeat, keep in mind.
Keep in mind.
Our third phrase uses our direction verb in a friendly way.
Does it involve tools or money again?
No, it is actually about helping someone. The phrase is lend a hand.
Oh, like pushing help towards someone else.
Yes, it just means to help someone with a physical or practical task.
So I am literally offering my hands to do the work.
Exactly. Could you lend a hand with these heavy boxes?
That sounds much friendlier than just shouting for help.
It does. It softens the request perfectly between coworkers.
I could also offer it, right? Can I lend a hand?
Yes, that is a fantastic way to offer assistance.
I like how versatile that one is.
Repeat, lend a hand.
Lend a hand.
Our final phrase is a very common casual office idiom.
I need all the casual office survival phrases I can get.
The phrase is, can I borrow you?
Wait, I am pulling a human being toward me?
Yes. It means you want someone's time for a quick conversation.
Oh, so I am not actually taking the person home with me.
No, it just means you need to speak with them privately.
Like saying, can I borrow you for a minute?
Exactly. It is a soft way to interrupt a coworker who looks busy.
Because you are only asking for a tiny piece of their time.
Right. And you are showing that you will return them to their work quickly.
It definitely sounds less scary than saying, I need to talk to you right now.
Much less scary, it keeps the relationship warm.
I will start using that one tomorrow.
Repeat. Can I borrow you?
Can I borrow you?
You handled those perfectly.
These phrases feel much less intimidating now that we broke them down.
Now we just need to see how you handle one final real-world situation.
I am ready to test my new vocabulary.
We have covered a lot of ground today.
I feel like my brain has finally reorganized that messy vocabulary drawer.
Let's test that organization with one final mini scenario.
Okay, put me in the hot seat.
You are packing for a weekend trip, but you realize your suitcase is broken.
That is definitely a stressful moment.
You call your friend, which is me, to ask for a big favor.
Okay, I need your suitcase, and I am the one doing the pulling.
Exactly. So how do you ask?
Hey Lily, could I lend your suitcase for the weekend?
Pause right there. Think about the direction again.
Wait, I started the sentence with I, which means I am pulling.
Yes, and which verb is for pulling toward yourself?
Oh, borrow. I should use borrow.
Exactly. Lend would mean you are pushing it away.
Right. Could I borrow your suitcase for the weekend?
That is perfect. It sounds completely natural.
I just need to trust the rule instead of guessing.
You are doing great. Now, you also have a bad habit of forgetting your train ticket.
I really do. I always leave it on the kitchen counter.
So you want me to text you tomorrow morning about the ticket?
Okay, so I need your brain to do the work and pass the memory to me.
Yes. How do you ask for that?
Also, could you remember me to grab my train ticket?
Stop again. Who is doing the memory work in that exact sentence?
You are. Oh, I see it.
If I am passing the memory to you, I am a trigger.
So I need to use remind.
Yes. Try the full sentence again.
Could you remind me to grab my train ticket?
Spot on. You caught the mistake and fixed it beautifully.
It is crazy how fast my old habits try to take over.
But now you have a system to catch them before they become an awkward moment.
I can actually use this at work tomorrow.
How will you use it in your real day?
Before every meeting, I always need to ask my coworker for updated notes.
That is a very common daily request.
Usually, I just panic and say whatever verb comes out first.
Does it happen more in writing or speaking?
Speaking. In an email, I can stare at the screen and fix it.
Writing gives you a natural delay.
But when my manager is at my desk, the delay is gone.
And what will you do tomorrow?
I will just pause, realize I am pulling the notes, and start with, "Can I borrow?"
That sounds like a solid plan.
It takes the pressure off completely, even face to face.
Let's give our listener a simple action plan to practice this week.
I think breaking it down into small steps is the best way.
First, just notice the physical feeling of rushing.
That moment when you talk fast just to finish the sentence.
Exactly. When you feel that rush, just stop.
And then what do I do next?
Next, ask yourself one question silently.
Am I pulling an object, or is their brain doing the work?
Yes, just locate the action before you speak.
And how do I actually say it?
Finally, take 1 full second of silence before choosing the verb.
1 second feels like a long time in a conversation.
But to the other person, it just looks like you are thinking thoughtfully.
That makes sense. It does not look like panic at all.
It looks calm and controlled.
I really love that approach to speaking.
It changes everything when you realize you are allowed to pause.
You do not have to be a machine.
Which of these two confusing pairs causes you the most stress in real life?
I would love to hear if people struggle more with the memory words or the tool words.
It is always helpful to read about your real experiences.
It reminds me that we are all dealing with the same tricky language.
I will definitely read those comments carefully this week.
Me too. It is nice to know I am not the only one mixing up these tiny words.
The next time you need to ask for a favor, just take that 1 full second to pause.
And I will ask myself, who is doing the work and where the object is actually going?
You have the right tools in your vocabulary drawer now.
I just need to remember to actually pause before I speak.
And if you forget, I will remind you.
See, it works perfectly when you do not panic and just trust the rule.
Thank you for sitting down at the table with us today for another honest conversation.
We are always right here to help you figure the messy parts out.
Until next time on Everyday English Learning, I'm Lily.
And I'm Jake. Keep taking it one calm step at a time.